It's 11 o'clock and I want to start just because I think we have a lot of things to cover, especially because what I will tell today in the 30 minutes is normally what I teach in 3 to 5 days workshops. So 30 minutes is just because I want to cover what you need to do in that, and I will give you all the tools to do by yourself, but it is very difficult to explain everything. So after the presentation, I will also ask you what you want to hear next time and where I need to go more deep for you, and then we can figure it out what you need to do together. So for the beginning, this is my starting point. You want to develop a good Erasmus Plus project, which of course needs to be fundable, will be innovative, and it will be very easy to describe. I just got a message from my good friends. Good luck. So thank you very much. Starting point, which will be very easy to describe and have good potential for impact. Why I'm telling about the potential impact? Because I really want to work on the project when I will change something. Especially because of that, I really love to work with the young people, which it is something very dear to me. And these young people, normally they will change a lot, and I see a lot of transformation in my past. So this is my passion. So what I'll explain today is my development framework. This is something I've been developing probably 10 years. Why 10 years if I have more than 20 years of experience in Erasmus Plus project? Because my first 10 years was definitely trying and get the error and try again and try to figure it out how to do it. And then I start to analyze what I'm doing. And then in that analysis, I figured it out few very important steps. And these are now prepared like a framework when you can just use it as a tool, and this will give you very important benefits. And this is much more shorter development time, and you will get deeper insight into the project's problem and the solution. What does that mean? That means that when you start to prepare your idea, this framework will push you in a way that you will go very deep and see what is the problem, what you need to solve. And then when you need to describe, it will be just putting everything into the words. So developing idea is for me everything. Writing the project is just putting into the words what you already know. So that system will also help you find an innovative solution for the problem. I will explain one or two different ways how to do it. And you will have all data ready to start writing the application in the shortest time possible. Whoever already wrote an application with me, this person knows that I'm really focused on development of the idea before we start to do something. So this is how I'm doing it. Okay, some of the statistics you filled in our questionnaire before we start, and this is which is the source they use for initial idea development? Where do you get the idea? So I just listed few very important problems we have: academic articles, official statistics, previous projects, things which interest me, brainstorming, current trends, ideas. And all of those are valid. There is no exception. But I think you lack opportunity to more use academic articles and official statistics. Why is that? Because this is very important evidences you always need to have when you prepare Erasmus Plus projects. So what I'm doing is that I'm connecting my my email address. So I'm registering on different, you know, framework, for example, Psychologic Today or European Statistics, and getting every day an article about different topics. And when I found something which interests me, which is connected with these things are which interest me, I try to find also the problem I have in my environment. And this is then putting together everything what I need to start a new project. So I have a background, the evidence the problem exists, these things interest me, and this is connected to the problem in my environment. So this is much easier way to start working on a project. Okay, so let's go back to basics. What is very important that you understand how your project is working, what is the, you know, the complete system for that project. So at the beginning is very important that you know that Erasmus project is not vehicle to just learn something, to go different countries, but to go from the current solution to the improved solution. So your Erasmus Plus project needs to be something which will change the world, will change the world of your target group. You need to do something different in the world. And this is about Erasmus project. So this is going in few steps. And those steps are, at the beginning, we need to explain why and why this problem affects us. And we are not telling what we are going to do. It is very, very important. Every time you need to start with the why we have this problem, why we are explaining why we are starting this project, and then who is affected. And this, it is very important for evaluator will explain that I know the problem. So I'm the person who can work on this project because I know everything about that, and then I will start from that point. And this is, then you start to do how we will solve the project and what will be changed after my project. And this explain to the evaluator that I know how to fix it. I need to build a rapport to the evaluator. I need to persuade the evaluator that I'm the best person in the world to tackle this project and get a project approved and money from Erasmus funds. So everything about the Erasmus project is to go from the current situation, which have a problem, to the improved situation, which will have this problem lowered or at least have an impact on that problem. So very important is to know that what is the dependencies between the different parts of the project. At the beginning, when you say why, we start with the problem, what are needs at the European level, and then you need to explain what are the causes and consequences. That means, for example, if we will talk about obese kids, what is the causes for obese kids? They are not moving, they are not training, their parents don't have time for that, for example. What is then the consequences? Health problems, self-esteem problems, and so on. So you always need to say what is the problem, what is the causes. So this is very important. You need to have the evidences for that needs. Okay? This is the first step. The second step, evidences from trusted source. Why I'm telling trusted source? Trusted source means they will have academic articles or statistical offices or statistical analysis, something which can be trusted. So this is analysis of the problem and the needs on the European level. So that also means that the same problem needs to be on the all countries which will be part of your project. Very important. You generally don't work with the countries which don't have this problem. So you need to describe how the same problem is in all countries in the project. Then it's very important that you know that you say who is affected, who is this target group. So normally this affected target group is not just one, it's more target groups. One I called final recipient. This is not normal for documents from European Union, but it's definitely very easy to distinguish who is the final recipient, who is just target group. For example, if you will have project about obese kids, final recipients are kids. But normally what we are doing with a target group who is, for example, teachers. So we will work with the teachers and then they will teach the final recipients, the kids. Normally then we just do the results for the teachers, unless we are doing directly with the kids. So normally we'll have more than one target group. Then when your project idea starts, you have affected target group, as we said, and then we will say how our innovation will be. So we need to say what is innovative aspect of your project, what is the bridging, and what is the bridging is a method how to connect the needs with the wants of the target group. So maybe we want for these kids to have more physical education, but if they don't want to do it, our project is in vain. So we need to have this bridging, what they want and how we can bring these needs to them. So also there is also good practice how to do it. So when you start to do about innovation, you need to know how to do this. So based on that, you will develop your approach, and with this approach you will do the results. So maybe you will create, a phone application which will track what kids will do, and that will be also the gamification aspects in it, and all across the gaming and playing games. This is innovation aspects. They will start to do more physical exercise, share the results, and this would be the result of your project. So this will definitely fill the analysis of the needs the kids they want, and also will be innovative. Mobilities also means that maybe those kids will go to another country to build, relations with others and still do something about their needs. From another aspect, we will prepare the results for the teachers. For example, again, with the obese kids, probably we will prepare some kind of methodology document how to use those results and how they can use it in the classroom. And again, learning, teaching, training event will bring all those teachers together, and then we can use these results in the classroom. So they will feed the analysis, and the needs of those teachers are how to train those kids to be more physical active. So this is your project idea. Again, on those mobilities, it is very important to describe what skills and knowledge they will get, not just in the mobilities, by the results for productives. This will be training or coaching or methodology. What skills and knowledge those kids will get, or what skills and knowledge these teachers will get. This is very important because there will be a special section in the document which will need to describe which skills and knowledge is very important for the for that specific project. And when you have all this together, then you can say, yes, now I know what the impact will be. What will be the world different after this, the project will be approved. And that is it. This is all about. It is all about this impact. So if your complete idea don't have innovative aspect, don't have results, and you don't know what the skills and knowledge those kids or teachers okay, so another view to Erasmus Plus project is also the processes project, which you need to understand. At the beginning, when you'll describe the problems, needs, and analysis on the European level, you will describe what the project will be, project results. And this will affect the needs of the final recipients. In our example, will be children, and the needs of the teachers which teach those children. This is how to teach them. So those teachers, this target group, they will get the new knowledge and skills how to tackle this problem. And this will answer the needs of the final recipients through the project results. So you will develop the project results, which will increase the knowledge and the skills of teachers. And these teachers will then affect with this teaching the final recipients, the kids. But what is very important here is this innovation aspect. So driver or vehicle for the participation in the project should be something which those kids want. So if they don't want what you will give me, you will not have the project, because you cannot persuade the evaluator that this final group, the final recipients will, you know, go with the project and use it. For example, here could be gamification and the use of the mobile phones and games and gathering points about it. So here with the project results, the target group, the teachers will get some knowledge, and here new knowledge and skills will be acquired by the final recipients with the kids. And then also means that we'll have impact. And in all projects, you need to then say what will be indicators of the impact. So you will need to have quantitative indicators. For example, we will involve 20 teachers in all schools, and we will involve 100 school kids. And also what the qualitative aspect. So more 10% more physical education in the primary school, for example. And I need to say, when you have everything ready, then you still can say what will be vision of your project. You cannot say this before, because you will see in the course of that 10 days, when you'll try to develop this project idea, you will change this idea a few times. You will change the results, the innovation, the skills and knowledge. You will change the indicators. And when everything will be ready, then you can say what will be the vision of the project. And this is very, very important. And when you then describe the project, you will start with the vision. And you will say to the evaluators, our project will do, with our project, we will increase 10% by 10% the physical education of the kids in the primary schools, for example. So this, all the structure will help to do this. So how and where to start? What I really suggest that you subscribe on my webpage, because there you will find all documents you need to start. So go to my project with igor.eu. This is the website, and on the right side you will see subscribes and get documents, project templates, which is only available for the members. So go there, subscribe, and then you will get into the documentation section. In this documentation section, you will then find what I want to explain you now. And that's it. First, what you need to do is this. I already wrote something here. So the first document you will get will be a nearly 100-page of the presentation, how you get the competence for preparation of application for Erasmus Plus project. This is the live document. It's from the last my workshop in Sarajevo in November 2019. And what you will get here is nearly 100 slides and the complete step-by-step what you need to do in this, how to develop project idea. And you will get insight into 6 very important essential tools for me, which you cannot afford to miss, is how to use the problem tree, idea development with the bridging, online development template, pair diagram, evaluation criteria, and financial template. And this is everything in this section. I need to remind you this 100 pages I'm using for the 3 to 5 days workshop. So sometimes you will need to really go into some research to really see what is going on, or another option is to apply it for my next workshop and we can go with you together on this. So you will see the quality approach for the application writing. You will also see some ideas to be developed. So this is a lot of information you can get out of it, how to use those templates. What is the problem tree? And here you will also see here is a printable template if you want to have just on one page all those steps. What is the reason, problem, consequences, what will be needs of the final, so you can just write here. So when you start to work on that template, it's very important that you don't do a lot of text writing. This is just 1 or 2 words in every of those sections. And this will then help you to develop more. So don't start to write long text, just the keywords. Here you will also see what is the innovation, what is the bridging method, how to connect recipient wants and the recipient needs, and how to make this very important vehicle driver, how to do the implementation of the project into the school. Another very important document here is online template for the project idea development. Here is different. Before you have everything on one paper, here you will have document which will guide you every step from the beginning to end to really prepare all those necessary things before you start to write. So for example, here you will have the vision. What will be the change after we will implement the project? So here is also the example. With our new training, student will read and comprehend text on average 3.8 times faster. This is our vision. This is my example. But as I said, you need to do everything else before you state the vision. And then here you can say, what is the problem? Define your problem. It's just 3 bullets. And here, for example, you have example of the problem reference. Instead of decreasing from 2013 to 2018, underachievement in basic literacy increased from 15% to 20% averages in European Union. And also directly linked to the evidence that this problem really exists. Then, of course, you will do the reasons and then consequences of the problem. And this is very important for the start. Then you will select who is affected by the problem, who is the final recipients, who is the target group. And then you will describe how will be your approach, how will be solve the problem, what is your innovation, and then what will be the results, products of the project. For example, first intellectual output will be basic and advanced techniques in preventing bullying, for example. This is one intellectual output, and target group is, for example, here teachers. And then for every intellectual output, you will need to describe what skills and benefits they will get, the target group will get. And this you will need later when you need to describe intellectual output for who is it, why you're doing this, what is innovative, and what target group will get, what skills and knowledge will be get. So when you'll have everything this ready, preparation of the online application is very easy, And if you'll combine that with my template, that the complete project will work together. I mean, all the partners will do separate part. This will be much easier for you to do. So this is how I'm doing. So here now you just have practically everything ready. If you go there and start to use it, you can start working in your project. So if you're doing that for the first time, what I'm suggesting, that you first start with the online or the paper template. Paper template you will find in this 100 pages PDF or online file. You can go to the online file, and then you first need to make a copy. Here you see on the top, click File, Make a Copy to get your own document. This document is a live Google document, and I'm updating it often. So every time you go here, you will find different template. And what is very important, it is every time will be up to date. So next year, when we'll have for 2021, 2027, new program, probably the guide will be different and some questions will be different, and I will upgrade it here. So every time we will come here, you will get up to date template for doing this, because I'm using the same template. There is no different template for me. I'm using the same template. So there is no template for somebody who is the first time and somebody who is doing it different. So start with the online on the paper template, whatever you prefer. Then fill it what you know, because sometimes you start and then you see that you don't know. When you don't know how to write, use slides, this 100 pages, for more definition and example. So I don't want you to go first into that 100 pages of the technology. Start with what you know, and then you just get what you need to get. So you know now also that you buy a lot of books, but you just get what you want out of those books. I mean, from the methodology books, I don't mean science fiction. And then what is very important, make time for development. Don't think that you will be able to get very good project idea in 1 or 2 days. What I'm doing, I'm define the project and leave it somewhere in the, to stay for 5-10 days and then start to do it again, because in my head, then I get new ideas. I figure it out what is good, is what is wrong. And when I read it again, I see where is the problem. So again, my suggestion is start with the online or the paper template and do whatever you have, whatever you want, and then start to research what you still don't want. And you can also, of course, send me a message or email or see how we can maybe work in the future together. So